Today we get some crazy news, just crazy news, guys. Ooh, watch. Hell yeah.
Alright.
First time playing.
I think that's everything I need, basically.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Alright, now to enter my name. I can't have spaces.
Yeah.
I'm doing what it told me to.
Your name. Your name. Why did you name yourself your name?
Should I read this in a voice? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Do a funny voice for her.
No, like the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only 'cause I decided to stop and wait up for you. That's me talking. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me in your name. Well, if people stare at you weird for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, bye. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, your name.
Big Bird, come on, man.
Yeah, he'll be scared. Have you decided to join a club yet? Wait, on a club to join yet? Yeah, I roared at that, right? A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs.
I'm gonna share
I haven't been looking either.
Sharing your
That's
Twitch
not
on Facebook.
true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I'm a weeb.
Yes, you are.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years, 'cause you're not used to the real world. What's NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you, ellipsis. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. God.
You can
This
stop
day
doing the voices if you
is
want.
as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some of the clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, cause I'm a weeb.
Hello.
Sayori. Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom, if you know what I'm saying.
I thought I'd catch you coming up to the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
You know.
well, know what? Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm going into your club.
Meaning.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club.
Are you having
Not
fun with
that
this?
I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. What's that?
You having fun with these voices?
No.
You can stop if you want.
In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club, since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club inherited the title of vice president.
Guys in chat.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on. Please.
Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Cause I'm unprepared in all situations. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe.
Don't make promises you can't keep, you lousy piece of crap. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, but if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out.
We're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you. Okay. Just making sure you know that.
What is that kind of?
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yep. Even the name is weird, man.
Let that long say. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus,
Why?
today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Hey, I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the
Seriously?
atmosphere.
Seriously.
Ah, your name. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Ellipsis.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
Why did you
If
do a
want
deep voice
to
for a girl
say
character?
something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can't just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always
Fuck,
full
I'm
of
fine.
energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Why
Yori,
did you give her a
who
deep
appears
voice?
comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's great to see you again, your name.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Oh, I got a donation. Thank you. That's my first donation. What
It
a
was from
beautiful,
Kyle, wasn't it?
what a beautiful message.
What does it say? You have to read it out.
Hold on, let me just... It went away, so I have to find it again. Roses are red, nuts are brown, skirts go up, pants go down, body to body, skin to skin. When it's stiff, stick it in. It goes in dry and comes out wet.
he gave you whatever money he had left.
My
His bank
gosh.
account.
Wow, thank you, Kai. That actually,
Literally, that's
that
what
means
Kai
a lot.
I knew Kai would donate.
That's exciting.
You're going into his donations.
Copy them off so it just stays there for
Alright, let's continue.
$1,000 USD. Wait, are those twins or something? Fuck.
I don't know. The incest, I mean... We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Monica's the only girl. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica. Yeah.
Come and sit down, your name. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them.
Yeah, you
I'll
better get
get
those
them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have few desks arranged to form a table. As they already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yari walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs her empty tray and Yari opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Ooh wee!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make ears.
So cute.
Oh crap, I forgot Monica's voice.
I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on their face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard of this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you.
Dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yari returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us
How long have you been doing this?
before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Was that Spoots?
How long have you been doing this? Just talking to nothing.
Let's see. 18 minutes. It's actually kind of entertaining. I like this. I've never played a visual novel, or, you know, whatever this is, so. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Oh, whoops. I messed up the voice, but after all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Eh, what did that now? Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. I just did a southern accent. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can understand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encouraged others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a real great leader.
Gertie also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be it must be hard to start a new club. I'll take a drink of water. Oh. Feels good.
You could have put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, your name. What kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems all reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped in something I can relate to at the minimum level. Whoops, that was a bad sentence. At this rate, you already might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or at least takes me to another world, I guess I really can't put it down.
These are real horrors, often very successful in changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start to overlook me for a split second. No, never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not the very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, I can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I had an idea for everyone. Oh. Such a dumb noise. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, your name? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, whoops. Hold on, there's still one problem. Oh, whoops. I completely skipped that. No. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All of the girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Oh, we're crusading soon. Alright. I'll get past this club bit and then I'll be right in. Pet. I'm sorry, I thought.
Your name.
You all. I'm defenseless. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, so I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girl's eyes lighten up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really did just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Your name, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehehe.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yori and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, your name, since we're already here, you wanna walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
And that's where we'll end. I hope you enjoyed this, because I'm actually enjoying it. It's pretty fun. So yeah, hopefully I can get into this soon. Let's save. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Spoods, for the donation. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. So, I will see you next time.